today I've got this. This is a Vega 402. Sounds a bit odd, just a little radio, but this little radio was made in Russia. It's a Russian made radio. If the little stamp in the back of the battery box is anything to go by, it was made in 1977. I don't really know anything about these, I haven't really looked it up or anything yet. A quick scan of the internet seemed to suggest that these were made for the Russian market circa early 1970s, and then they decided to obviously branch out and sell them abroad. That's why this one has actually got English writing on, but the originals have, well, obviously Russian writing on. Don't know anything about it. It doesn't work, I'm aware of. So let's have a look inside it. Just get an idea of what 1970s technology had inside it. So let's get it on the bench and have a look. Okay, so here we go. The Vega 402. Now, interesting little radio. It's got a leather. It is leather. It does look like it's leather, not some cheap imitation stuff. I suppose back in the 70s, they would have made it out of leather. Wouldn't have had the cheap imitation stuff that they got these days. Nice little lines in there. It is plastic, but not Bakelite. Just slides out. See, nice little leathery case. I quite like that. Radio actually in a leathery case. Marvellous. Okay. We've got medium wave and long wave. Don't know what that button does. Absolutely no idea. Goes from long wave from about 100 kilohertz up to looks like about 450 kilohertz, and the medium wave looks like it starts somewhere around about 500 kilohertz all the way up to 1600 kilohertz maybe. Volume and tuning knobs. On the back we've got a switch for medium wave and long wave. Battery compartment. Vega 402, 7 transistors, made in USSR. I'm just going to bring that up to the camera. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see that. There you go. Made in USSR. It's Russian. That's a nice little edging, makes it slide off. Some bit of nasty foam in there, and board for connecting a battery. See, in the back here I've got what looks like a serial number, and I presume that's the date, 1977, if that's to be believed. There's no reason why it shouldn't be. How am I going to get this off? I've got 3 holes, but this one doesn't look to have a screw in it. Only these 2. So, got an aerial connection for connecting an external aerial. There's no handle on this, and I presume there would have been. It looks like there was a handle there and someone's taken it off. Partly, I suppose, because they've got the leathery case. 9-volt power supply. Now this is a bit odd because there's 2 connectors there. This is like a 2-pin one, and you've got the, I don't know. I'd have to open it up and have a look and see what's inside and try and understand that. Right, so start off with these 2 screws, see if they are able to be opened. Well, that one's quite loose. They are. I wonder if someone's had this open before, because these are really loose, these screws. It's like this one over here has it been covered up? Is that a cover on there? Well, I've got to break my way through that, whatever that is. Oh yeah, it's like a seal, almost like they've put a bit of plastic, like There you go. See, it's like gunk on there. So this, I would say this has never been opened. So let's get this stuff out if I can. Wow, it's a bit nasty. It's like you want to get out of my ears. Yeah, clean that out. I wonder if that's their equivalent to a security seal. So if that's right, if that is the original security seal, then this radio has never been taken apart before. Yeah, just need to get enough of this gunk out and get the screwdriver onto it. Right, use, yeah, there we go, it's coming out. I like that as a security seal. Put a bit of some, I don't know what it is, almost like putty stuff, and put a stamp on it so they know that it's not been opened. I like that. And hey presto, oh my goodness. Well, there's a, where that is, we've got a bit of material on that side. Whoa, my goodness. Yeah. Wow, I like this. This is definitely an older era of technology. We've got electrolytics. I wonder if I can get zoom in on this a bit. Right, okay, that's my centre point there. Now obviously we've got the battery compartment, and then as we move across I've got this cobweb, someone's been living in it, and this speaker. Oh, look at that, what's this? This is just so odd. CCCP, it's actually got that stamped on the back of this speaker. Lots of stuff that I do not recognise at all. I've got a wire here just sitting in the wind. Oh, there's a wire there just sitting in the wind. I don't know what that's for. That's wow, this is so different to anything that you see these days. I presume obviously it will slot out of in some way. There's that power connector down over here. Really don't know what that is, or whether it's, you know, is it centre positive, is it centre negative as they used to be. Then there's a specific reason for them being centre negative. Some safety switch or switching system. It's just a mechanical system, but means that it employs a sort of safety device, so that I think it's something to do with that. If you've got the mains plugged in, it sort of disconnects the battery from being in the circuit. We don't tend to use that nowadays, so we have centre positive connectors, whereas back then they had centre negative. Oh wow, look at these transistor cans here, and obviously absolutely no idea what they are because they've got Russian on them. Electrolytics, these electrolytics in there. Probably find they're all dead, I would presume. There's some gunk on the side of this one there. So yeah, I can imagine that they're so got another one of those wires sitting here. Loosey goosey, yes, hanging in the wind. No idea what for. Yeah, lots of pots and tuning circuits for tuning into make sure it's the right frequency. Are these capacitors or are they coils? I mean, they can be tuned. Got some other coils, got some little coils, and obviously can be tuned. Oh my goodness. This will be a bit of a project to get working, because at the moment, as far as I know, it's not working. It's not a working circuit, and I can imagine that. Oh, there is life in it. Perhaps it is a working circuit. Obviously, I can't imagine we'd get any signal on it. Who on earth has long wave radio these days? Long wave or medium wave? I wasn't expecting it to work at all, actually, I must admit. No idea, I can't really hear that, but there is something in there. So if I then switch this over to the other channel, that sounds very quiet. I wonder if that's, oh no, not working on the medium wave. Just scan on down there. Ooh. That the rounds that was loose. Okay, let's get that clip back in. No, it's not hanging around. Well, there's summit. Yeah, well, somewhat on the medium wave. What else have I got? A lot of staticky noise. Some weird stuff. And that seemed to be about it. If I can... No, I can't. Can't find anything else again. So oh, slide just come off. Switch is a bit gritty. It's way it's got this plastic covering on it, but it is a bit gritty. Mind you, not surprised. It's been hanging around since 1977. Don't know what that switch does. Doesn't seem to do anything. But there is life in this thing. So I expect what it just needs is some TLC. Do some work, find out about the about the inside, and then do some work checking and make sure that it's actually all operating correctly. But it does seem to actually have function, which is great. The trouble is who the hell broadcasts on long wave and medium wave these days? So that'll be interesting to find out. Yeah. Inside a Russian radio, the Vega 402. Like I say, a lot more work to be done with this. I'll have to find some information, find some schematics, do some testing. I'll probably have to make sure that I've got some equipment that I can deal with this. I don't have a scope, I don't have a function generator, I don't have some of the fancy stuff, which I probably would have to have if I'm going to understand what's inside this. But yeah, it comes on, it works, it does something. Brilliant, marvellous, that's just smart. So yeah, thumbs up if you like that. I ought to zoom out again really, shouldn't I? Let me just do that. Quite a bit more, there we go. So yeah, thumbs up if you like that. Thumbs down if you don't, never mind. Subscribe to my channel, and comments. I'd love to know if anybody else has got one of these, knows about it, it's got details on it, got some schematics and information, because yeah, why not, eh? Why not have a Russian radio from the 1970s, Vega 402. Brilliant.